Here, this is Perp, back with another video, and we will be talking about Devs episode 6. We're getting very close to the end of the series. I think there's like 2 more episodes left. I could be wrong. I didn't look at the episode list. I could have swore there's like 8 episodes in total. But before I get into this review, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at PerpMinded420. Man, I honestly don't know how to feel about this episode. I had no issues with it, but I don't know if people that watch the show will actually like this episode. Because you could say there was no action. There was absolutely no action. And it's not one of those stories that relies on action. It's more about story and just the characters and what they go through. And, you know, we got to see Forrest's, what happened to Forrest's daughter last episode, and they kind of hit you in the feels of them kind of reminiscing of that. And Forrest was a completely different person at that point, and this event kind of changed him. And I gotta say, this episode kind of set me up, because I thought we were going to get a straight up Stewart episode, but he only pops up for one scene with Linden, and Linden wants to get back into devs, and he pretty much confirmed what I thought in the prior episode, that Forrest is trying to resurrect his daughter, and he doesn't want this type of power in control of a madman. That's how he looks at Forrest. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with those characters in these final episodes. But meanwhile, we catch up with Lily and Jamie, and Lily is just waking up, realizing that she's not in the hospital and she's just been drugged up, and now they're kind of on the run right now. So they come up with the only option, instead of keep running, is to go to the source, go to Forrest, and just confront him straight up, because they got nothing else to lose at this point. Very, very weird. This is where the episode kind of got really weird. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all, I would say. It was definitely awkward, I would say. Forrest is very welcoming. Even Katie pops up out of nowhere, and who thought that they were kind of fucking around. So they split up. You have Jamie talking to Forrest, and they really have a lot in common, just 2 different scenarios. Forrest lost his family, and Jamie lost the love of his life. But here is my favorite part of this episode: the stare down and the sit down with Katie and Lily. And Katie pretty much tells Lily everything that she wants to know about what happened with Sergey, and just what happened with everything with devs. It was such a complex conversation. I could see some people being kind of drawn off of the whole thing, but you could tell in this scene that she wanted to tell Lily, like, look, you're going to die in like 20 something hours, but what if she were to tell her that and it would have changed the future? She pretty much opens up and tells her everything that devs is working on, like how they can predict things, predict patterns, and go into the past and even go into the future. But they don't really go into the future. They've only gone to the future once, and that's to see Lily's death. But who knows, they may be able to change the future. Meanwhile, while Forrest and Jamie are playing frisbee out of all sports, which is really weird, Kenton is creeping. He's watching everything, and I think he will be the reason why Lily dies. Or if they're able to change that outcome, her future is pretty much already set. And that's what Katie was kind of trying to tell Lily. But Lily understands that these people are just insane. Very much so. So the episode pretty much ends with Lily and Jamie driving off, not knowing that they're being followed. They didn't show Kenton, but I'm pretty sure he's on their ass right now. They go back to Lily's house, and this is where Lily and Jamie kind of reconnect. And she pretty much like, yo, don't sleep on the couch, sleep in my bed. You've earned it. I didn't even know this dude, Sergey. Fuck that dude. I thought that was pretty hilarious, but also really touching. And we get a scene of Forrest and Katie just laying in bed, just talking and being really weird. It's really awkward the way these two communicate with each other, but I feel like it makes sense because they're both smart as hell, so I don't see them really acting any other way towards each other. They kind of pretty much just act like robots to me. But, you know, I thought this was a solid episode. What do you guys think? How do you guys think that this series will end? Like I said, I think we got like at least 2 more episodes left. So until next week for my episode 7 review, I will see y'all later. Peace.
Why do you like cannabis so much? Like, what is it? Like, I mean, it's been such a huge part of your brand. I just would be interested to hear, like, why?
I should take you to my green room.
I'm fine with that. Maybe after this.
Nah, well, for one, I enjoy it for medical reasons.
Trouble sleeping?